maybe you can start us off by telling me your name, your year, and your art form.
I'm Ria from year 1 VA.
I'm Stuti. I'm in year 1 and I'm in music.
I'm Rishi. I'm in year 1 and I'm in music.
Amanda, year 1 dance.
Bianca, year 1 and I'm in dance.
Year 3.
Year 3.
Charlotte.
Zara.
Pratik. Ifan.
Year 3.
And what's your name?
Leandra.
What drives you to create art?
I think what really drives me to create art is just anything, honestly, like anything around me, just whatever I see, whatever I hear, and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess just anything. Yeah.
I think for me it's like when I like see art, like it makes me happy. So I think creating art is a good way, like my way of like spreading my thoughts and happiness to other people, which makes me happy as well.
Okay.
For me, it's just my want to express my creativity.
For me, it's because art is a very nice way to express something that maybe like you don't know how to say in feelings, or maybe you just don't want to talk about it. Like it really can be about anything. Like I can just see a random guy walking about it, and it can be like technically art if through painting or acting or dancing or whatever. Yeah.
I feel like wanting to be heard and wanting my opinions and thoughts to be seen by people is a big thing that drives me to do art.
Myself.
Okay. So is it like your own experiences? And
Yes, my experiences and what I want to experience as well.
Okay, how about the two of you?
Same. How has being graded for your art form affected your passion for doing art?
I personally feel that like being graded like for my art form, it kind of like drains me a lot, because I feel like, oh, I have to like do this in a certain way so as to please my teachers and not do something like in a way that I would rather do it. So I feel like it's quite like, you know, draining, and like I lost quite a lot of passion for my own art form, which is kind of sad.
For me, I think that it affects everyone. Like your confidence goes down if you get a bad grade, but at the same time, I think that the teachers are quite understanding.
Okay, for me, I just think that sometimes when you're so confident, you think you tried your best, and then you just don't get what you want. You just feel like there's like no point in doing this anymore. Like, you know?
Yeah, so like when there's like a grade system for arts, right, it really kind of like kills the purpose, because the purpose of arts is to express yourself. And then if it's being like kind of controlled in the way that the teachers want it to be shown, like for example the particular scene or something, it really defeats the whole purpose of arts.
Personally, when I started to do art, it like my music, it was more for like my own fulfillment and my own fun. Then when I started to have a passion for it, it changed. But I think the grading of it is good, because then it drives me to like make it more than just a passion. It's like now like something that I work towards, and like something that like others like even like give their own opinions or judge, and like professional people. So I make my art like even better, and like it drives me to like make it better, so that it's not just for my own fulfillment. I get like feedback from especially professional teachers as well. So yeah, it drives me to make it better, and it's not just for myself anymore. Like it's not a side thing anymore.
Okay.
I feel like the process of grading like students' artworks has really brought down the students when it comes to terms of creativity. Because it's like telling a child, go do what you want. Then when they show you what they did, it's not good enough. It's sort of off-putting, and the stress that it bears also emotionally and like leaves a child very vulnerable, which is why I think sure.
Before, dance was just a hobby to me, but now that I'm getting graded on it, I have to put much more effort and like work into what I'm doing, and it's not like I can just do it for fun anymore. I have to like do it properly, but it's still fun. It's what I chose.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit, but I still like it because I chose to come here. But it's still fun. It's just stressful sometimes.
What do you think the purpose of creating art is?
I think art can serve as a way for us to bring across a message to a lot of audiences, whether it just be for like personal or for like a community.
I feel like the purpose of creating art is to show a message to others and maybe raise awareness.
It's like a form of communication, but you don't need to talk.
I feel like the purpose of creating art can be subjective. It can be for yourself, and it can also be for others as well.
Is it important for art to have a purpose, or is it just for aesthetic purposes?
I think both are true.
art can be created just for aesthetic purposes, but I feel like having a bigger purpose to do art helps encourage more people to take part in it. Yeah.
It depends on what you want to show. If you want to show a message, then you can add a purpose. But if you want it to be for aesthetics, sure.
I think even if it's aesthetic, it's still a purpose, right? To like, for example, decorate a room, or like still like even if it's just for like aesthetic, like background music, it's still for a purpose, like to like decorate the room or to like, you know, like make a environment better. Every single piece of art has some form of purpose. Nothing's useless.
Okay.
Yeah, like what Stati said, every single piece of art has some like a kind of purpose. There's no way it can't have a purpose. So.
In SOTA, we have integrated arts as part of our curriculum. What do you think is the purpose of integrating two different kind of art forms?
Well, we learn from different art forms, and we basically learn what they kind of do. Like not fully, cause like we're not that good at it, but we learn to like apply it to our own personal art forms, so it could help further knowledge. Yes.
It makes you more open and you learn more about what your friends are doing, like roughly. And it makes Fridays more fun.
Okay, a quick one. Just now you said like you can apply it to your own art form, right? Maybe you can give like an example of how you used a certain part of a different art form in your own art form.
At the start of the year, I think we learned music, and so what we learned was very focused on like beats and following different kinds of music and expressing yourself through that way. So since it's dance, it's very easy to like correlate, so could apply whatever you learn in integrated arts to dance in like a musical way. Yes.